Hi everyone, today I want to show you how to pin trade. I'll do a whole beginner's guide here. I've been pin trading since I was a little kid and it can be a little bit daunting to get into it, so I'll show you how to approach pin trading, some common rules of etiquette and just rules in general, and then just how to get started here at Disneyland. So here are some of the pins that I've traded for today or that I'm looking to trade, and as you can see you can find some really unique and really fun pins. So it's fun because every day is different, every visit is different, and there's always something new to see and try out. So let's go and do a little guided tour.
The first thing you'll need to start pin trading is some pins. Now this can be a whole video in and of itself, but I want to warn you that if you buy lots on eBay, there is a very high probability that all of those pins will be something we call scrappers in the pin community. So they will be fake pins and they won't feel very nice to trade. You'll see the quality is just really diminished. A lot of times too, the boards here are already filled with scrappers. So you're gonna want to try, if it's within your budget, to buy real pins. Now they sell mystery packs here at the park, like this one. This pack is around $40 for 5 pins, so it comes out to about $8 per each pin. If you want to buy your pins before going to the park, I recommend searching up on Reddit, best places to buy real Disney pin lots, and they have some great suggestions on there, and possibly local, so somewhere near you. As well, some people go to Target and Walmart, sometimes they have deals, or Disney outlet stores will sometimes have good deals on pins that you can trade in the parks. So to know if your Disney pin is tradable in the parks or not, it will have a Mickey Mouse backing, and the pin itself on the back will say Disney. The key thing to look for to know if your pin is tradable is just the copyright sign and Disney stamped on the back, and some variations of that. Sometimes your pins won't come with Mickey Mouse backings, like AMC will give away pins with special showings, like I got one for seeing Elemental, which I got to trade in the parks, but that one actually didn't come with a Disney back, but it did have the Disney stamped logo on the back and a copyright. Other than that, you can't trade pins if they do not have that Disney official copyright on them, or some form of proof marking them as Disney IP or Disney trading pins.
When pin trading, you probably see a lot of people around with lanyards on their necks. I personally like to just put my pins in a nice little soft case like this and carry them around, because the lanyards can get a little heavy and pins fall off really easily. If you're going to keep your nicer pins on there, you're going to want to get locking backs on Amazon, or they sell them here in the parks, and that ensures that your pins aren't going to end up on the ground. I've had a few fall off and luckily I hear it and I pick them up, but it's really sad to lose a pin, so I wouldn't recommend wearing a lanyard unless you had those locking backs, and they make it a little bit harder to trade because you have to unlock them to get them off. So yeah, a nice little pouch or something similar like a purse is great.
There are a variety of fun trading games around the parks at different shops and locations. Here in Frontierland, they have a new mystery box where you could pick 2 pins to trade, and the cast member will show you what's in the mystery box. As well, you can ask them if they have trivia, like they did here, where they kind of saved the nicer pins, the ones with the cooler designs, and they let you answer a question for them. For trivia, they tend to like you to trade nicer pins back as well, so you could continue the fun chain of cool, high-quality pins. Here, I'll show you how to approach a pin trading board.
Is it okay if I trade for this one? Thank you so much.
So you look around the board and see if there's one you'd like to trade for, and if there is, you have your pins out and ready, and just ask the cast member if it's okay for you to trade. Now, each person can trade up to 2 pins per board. So if I found 1 or 2 extra ones that I wanted, I'd only be able to trade 1 additional one. Then you thank the cast member and you have your new pins.
So we just went into one of the shops here, and there are a bunch of shops. You can ask the cast member politely if they know where the pin board is, and some shops won't have pin boards, so you could ask them where the nearest one is. And the rules with the pin boards are you just go up, you wait in line if there is one, and then you ask the cast member, may I trade? And you can trade for up to 2 pins per each person that you're with. You can't trade more than that. And right now I just found a Tokyo Disney pin. I could tell it's Tokyo Disney because of the enamel's different. Tokyo Disney actually doesn't really sell pins. They only have it available in special cases, usually in like gachapon, like the little balls, or you can win it in like little games. They have like little arcades there. So I'm really happy to find this. I love Disney pins, especially Tokyo Disney. And one tip is there's going to be a lot of lots on eBay for cheap pins, and these are all going to be fake lots. So you really want to avoid doing that. Some cast members, they're not supposed to, but they might feel wary like trading a fake with you, and it feels bad to put a crappy pin on the board if someone has a nice pin like this one. So always try to find good and real pins. You definitely don't want to add more scrappers to the mix.
And you can swing on over to California Adventure. There are a bunch of pin trading opportunities there as well. You can even find pin trading in downtown Disney if you don't have park tickets for the day. And they also have pin trading within all of the Disneyland hotels. You can just go up to the lobby and ask them if they have pin trading that day. As well, cast members will be wearing their personal lanyards with pins. Just ask them if they're available for trading, and you can have some nice conversations and meet some really great cast members this way.
I've gotten some really cool pins that I'm very excited to show you guys, and I find that pin trading is usually better on the weekends, because on the weekdays usually it's the annual pass holders who are here, and they don't tend to pin trade as much, or the pins just aren't as good. But on weekends, everyone who is vacationing comes here and they have really cool pins. Usually they're buying pins or mystery packs and trading straight from there. So I usually find much better pins, or just more pins in general, are traded on the weekends. There's a bunch of places too where you can just walk up and trade here in Adventureland, and there's just a pin board out here, and it looks more like a little pin book. How cool is that? She just put that pin right on the board. Yeah. And I was able to trade for a Star Wars pin, which I have a big Star Wars collection. So like, yeah, every minute there's new things, new pins trading. And it's also cool because pins span back like decades. So you can be getting something. I got some Disney Store pins today, which are from the 90s. You can be getting some really cool things from different eras as well, even if you're trading brand new pins.
You can also trade with other guests at the parks for different pins. There will usually be a lot of traders out on Frontierland at those benches. It's pretty notorious that they'll be there. I will have to say though, never buy someone a pin if they ask you like, oh, I'll trade you this one that I have, but can you go into the store and buy this certain pin? This is actually kind of like a scam. They sell these pins, so just don't ever do that, but it's okay to trade pins with these people. Just know that they're a little more harsh on what they'll accept versus a cast member who is able to basically accept any pin as long as it's decently real and in fair condition, and also if they don't have a duplicate already. So if the board already has one of the pins that you are trying to trade, you can't trade it on that board or that lanyard because there's already one existing on there, and they want to keep the variety up. If you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments, and have a fun time pin trading. Be careful out there because you might just end up with a big collection one day.
Pin trading adds a really fun dimension to your time here at Disneyland, and it's definitely unique to these parks. So it's a really fun experience if you're able to get into it, and a very fun souvenir as well for kids and adults.
Please let me know what your favorite pin that you've ever gotten is. And also there's some really cool ways to display pins as well. I usually keep them in little boxes or on pin boards at home, but people also in the parks will be wearing them on vests, hats, in their backpacks. There's some cool display backpacks now. So let me know how you're choosing to bring your pins to the parks, and if you have any questions. But have a great time and have some happy trading. Stay sweet, and I'll see you soon.